What's up guys, it's Sam and welcome to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video. As you can tell, I will be doing a video on this look here that I created with my very first Morphe eyeshadow palette. That's right, my very first Morphe eyeshadow palette. I've never ever owned an eyeshadow palette before today, well, before my birthday. I mean, I have Morphe brushes that I use, and I have Morphe lashes. The lashes I'm wearing right now are like my favorite. But today I'll be playing with this beautiful thing. This is the Morphe 3502 palette. They do have the original Morphe 350. This one is revised and revamped, and when this came out, I was like, oh my god, gimme, 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 gimme. It is so gorgeous, like so gorgeous. These reds in here are like speaking to my inner soul. Like, they're so pretty. So that's what we're going to be playing with today. I'm so excited to see if the hype is real. You see Morphe pushed all the time. And, you know, I've never bought one before myself in my lifetime. I have wanted to, but I don't know. It just sometimes, like, you look at the palettes and they all just seem so similar, some of the colors. So I kind of would just be like, oh, maybe later I'll buy one. Well, I got this for my birthday, and I'm so very excited. I also have, wait for it, the Morphe 35B palette, which is their colorful palette. The more on the, this one's dirty though. It came in the mail broken, this shade right here to be exact. So I tried to like fix it and clean it so it looks dirty, but I have never used it before. So I'm excited about this one too, because I've always eyeballed this one on their website and I've always wanted to try it. I'm really excited for this white shade because I've been wanting a white shade, a plain white eyeshadow, for some time now. So I'm definitely gonna have to give this one a try as well. So if you want to see a look with this palette, subscribe, because you will probably be getting one soon. But today I thought I would do more of like a coppery reddish look today. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking because I feel like I've been talking forever, and we are gonna go ahead and get right into the video. But before we do, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and let's go ahead and just get started. Alright, so I'm so excited to finally dive into this palette here. This is the Morphe 3502 palette. So it's the second one that they made. I know they have a 35 palette. This is the second one that they made, and it is so freaking gorgeous. Let me open it up. This is what it looks like. It has came with this paper full of names. The only thing is, I wish they would have skipped this paper and just put like the names in the actual like palette, you know, like underneath the colors or something, because I mean, like, they're Morphe. I'm pretty sure they can afford to put the names in their palettes. Okay, let's be real. So I'm so excited to use this. This is my very first ever Morphe palette. Yes, I said it. I'm going to be losing my Morphe shadow virginity today, and I'm so excited. I've never been more excited about anything in my life. And I mean, I've used Morphe brushes. I have Morphe brushes. I have Morphe lashes that I really like, but never Morphe shadow. So there's a first for everything, and I'm just excited to try this out and see if, you know, the hype is real, because we all know the hype around Morphe. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get started. I'm so freaking excited. Okay, first of all, I should have cleaned all of my freaking brushes. The first shade I'm going to start with is, let's see, I think I'm going to take this shade right here. And if you're wondering about the name, it's called Orb. I'm also not wearing any contacts, so I'm kind of going into this blind. Get on my creases. I just primed my lid with a concealer with my concealer. I'm just going in, like I have no idea what look I'm doing. I should have cleaned this damn brush off. It has like black on it. That was a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna take a clean brush if I can find one. So that brush was dirty. So I'm gonna take a clean brush and just try to blend that out. And then again, just go pick up a little bit of that orb shade. And buff that in. So far, this one single shadow that I've used so far is blending out very nicely. So that's pretty cool. Happy about that. So to go ahead and start darkening it, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take, let's see, maybe a mixture of these two, this one and this one, just at the outer corner. And in case you're wondering, these two are terracotta and this one is brick. So I'm just going to apply those two right here toward the outer. So to blend that out, I'm going to take a brush with no shadow on it and just focus that on the edges. So I have not gotten any fallout with these shades yet, but I am tapping off the excess product on the brushes, so that could be why as well. But I was a little bit nervous about that because I have already done my foundation. And I kind of thought these two for sure I would get some fallout, at least like a little bit. That's nothing yet. So now what I want to do, I'm not sure how this is going to look, but I'm going to take this shade, what is it? It's called Ablaze, and it's more of this orangey one right here. I'm going to take that on a smaller, it's a small brush, but it's also very like fluffy and very easy to use to blend out. But I'm going to put that just like in the inner upper crease. That makes sense? Toward the inner of the eye, but in the crease area. I kind of just want it to focus in this spot right here. Did I have black on this freaking brush too? So I'm going to go ahead and just take a different brush. That one had black on it again. So I'm going to take a smaller brush. We're just going to work with what we got, what we can find that's clean, because I really have to clean my brushes. So I'm going to pack it in there first, and then I'll blend it out later. Then with the clean brush that we had used earlier to buff out the edge, I'm going to go ahead and buff this out as well. What a pretty color. Alright, so then I'm going to go back and working with the outer crease because I kind of want to darken it up a little bit more. So I'll be taking the shade, let's see, Rich and Brave. These two darker shades down here and mixing them together. And just like we did with the first two shades that we put back here, I'm going to tap that on. And then going back in with that same brush that we've been using to buff everything out. To buff it out, of course. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of black to the mix. The black shade in here is called Wiz. Just the tiniest bit though. Just for a little bit more depth. so with that deepened, I don't know what shades to use for my lid now. There's so many beautiful shimmers in here, but to be honest, these three are like speaking to me. These three right here. This one is called Sauce, this one is Fire, and this one is Ruby. All three of them are so pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Fire right here and apply that right where the darker shades that we put down end. And I'm just going to blend that right in this area. Then I'm going to take that same brush and flip it over, and then I'm going to take the shade Ruby and apply that right next to it. And then for the inner portion, I'm going to take the shade Sauce, which is a really pretty orange shade. And place that right in here. Just to intensify it a little bit more, I'm going to spray some of my setting spray on the brush. And then tap that over. Then I'm going to go ahead and take that shade Ruby again and spray some of that. Just taking that same blending brush that we've been using, I'm going to blend out this edge just a tiny bit, very softly. So now for the inner corner and brow bone, I'll be taking this shade right here. This is called Pure. And I'm placing that, ooh, okay. So I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in the shade Perversion and line my waterline. And also tightline with this as well. I'm going to take that shade Fire and just run that along. Like I didn't get enough of this shade, so I'm gonna smoke this beach out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of these two darker shades that we used from previously and get that right closest to my lash line. With that same pencil, I am going to line my lash line and also add some mascara very quickly. And of course, this look would not be complete without lashes, so I'm going to be adding some. And I feel like it's only fair to use some Morphe lashes. So I'll be taking these. These ones have been through it, honey. Like, these are my favorite lashes. These are in the style Hot Stuff. These are well used and abused. So this is what they look like raggedy, and this is what they look like brand new. I don't know if you can tell maybe how like wispy and just so beautiful they are. Again, this is in the style Hot Stuff. And I will be applying these to my eyelids. Okay, so lashes are on and popping. Now we're on to lips. I'm going to go ahead and see how this NYX Lip Lingerie lip looks like. This is in the shade Seduction. Alright guys, so that is the completed look. Overall, I am very happy with this palette. It is a really, it is a really gorgeous palette. I think it's great for the summer. It looks really easy to go from like day to nighttime. You have these more like, you know, lighter tones, and then later in the day you decide you want to go out for a girls' night out or a date night. throw in one of these dark shades and you're good to go. I absolutely adore it. So I am very happy. I would give this an A+. Like I said, I've always been really iffy about buying Morphe eyeshadow palettes just in general because they do have so many colors in this palette. Like there is like 35 shadows in this palette. And whenever I'd go online to look at some to buy, you know, see which one I would want to buy, a lot of the colors in the palette, they seemed all so very similar. And I kind of thought, like, what's going on here? There's like 35 eyeshadow palettes and like there's 3 of the same one of like almost 5 different colors. So with this one, let's see, some of them are definitely similar. Like these two I feel like do look a little bit alike. These two as well. Which other ones? These two maybe can be almost identical. You know, I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I had never ever bought a Morphe eyeshadow palette before. And I knew whenever this one came out, I was like, oh my god, I have to have it. I have to have it. And now I have it. This was actually a birthday gift, so shout out to my boo. I'm just kidding. But really, this was a birthday gift for my boyfriend, so thank you to him. And that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you guys in the next one. Bye.